Um, I really want to get some of these scrubby units going. So we're gonna do another rando encounter here. They're obviously not the most exciting, but I'm not playing bare bones run here. A new game minus run, as you might call it. I'm not doing anything like that where I'm trying to like lowball my stats. So, let's go over here. Yeah, that's where I wanted it. And you for sure. You for sure. Who else is level 3? White Mage is level 3. You're level 3. Okay. Dude, I gotta tell you, man. After tuning into you last night, I feel even more ashamed, man. I've been totally sleeping on you. Like, I remember the last time we talked, you made a joke that you were gonna start streaming and you were gonna, like, have me over to help set it up. And I was like, ha 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 ha, you can't afford me. Now here I am, and you got all your shit figured out, man. Like, okay, I have a fancy microphone. Sure, what the fuck. But like, you got your lights hooked up to your fucking sub alerts, you got alarms going off, and like, let's not even talk about the fact that you have a fucking subscriber button, okay? Like, I did not expect, I don't know, man. Hopefully it's not offensive, but I did not expect that level of polish. I was very impressed, my man. Alright, we're in battle. We're in battle, so nothing cinematics going on. I'm gonna get this shit set up on the stream deck. Yeah, man. How did you get hooked up with Colette? Because, you know, shit's not a competition or anything, but she seems to have a pretty serious viewership. And that was, I can't believe you got that raid for me, man. I don't think so long as I live, I'll forget that. And just the fact that it's in the Hollow Knight community makes it so much better. But she's super cool and she's got a big audience. Okay. And it just so happened that she's like in the same state. Alright, let me play the game here. Yeah, I mean, let's get some shots in, I guess, but I really want these guys that need levels to do the finishing blows and not get caught up in a counter off. That's cool. Yeah, I need to check her out more. I need to sub-bomb her as well. Yeah, I just guessed based on her, the letters after her name, which is nonsensical anyway, because it's not any kind of abbreviation for Minneapolis or St. Paul. So I don't know why I guessed that. I mean, I know why I did. It's because I'm biased. I know that, you know, you're in the state at least. Like, yeah, you're not in the Twin Cities, but, you know, you're close enough that you would say, oh, I'm an hour away from the cities or something if you were explaining it to someone from out of state, so. Let's see. How far can you lob this shit? I don't think you can do it over that rock. I don't think you can do it from that rock. Well, let's see. What's the range? Range is pretty good. You can probably do it from the rock, actually. And if not, it's not like he's in peril. So... You know, I watch, not religiously, but I watch GDQ, and so I have a rudimentary understanding of how speedrun communities work. You know, I think often I hear that they focus around discords. You have, you know, depending on your game, you have developers who are breaking into code, trying to figure out the way that things work from the back end. Then you have maybe people like you and Colette that are like playing the game, that are on the front end, trying some of the theoretical shit, jimmying around with stuff, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. But does your community then kind of focus around Discord? Do you have kind of a circuit? Like, when these speedrunning tournaments happen, is it kind of like familiar faces? Is it like, would you say like Colette's like a community leader and she has like her group of speedrunners and then there are other pockets? I don't know. Like, explain to me how this community works specifically. Especially since I love the game so much. Like, there are very few games that I would consider doing something like that for, and Hollow Knight's on the short list for sure. Well, we knew it was a chance. It's fine. You need shit too. Yeah, no harm, no foul. I get that. And I mean, that makes sense why I didn't know that you were as fucking serious about this as you are. Like, I don't give a shit about my social media accounts, man. Like, when the very, very little charity work that I do, or when some serious fucked up shit is happening or whatever, I'll use it. But like, I have no problem advertising my shit on Facebook because I don't really care. You know, if I'm bugging someone, they'll hide me. If they're like, ugh, fuck them. Friends or family, I don't care. So like, that's the only thing that Facebook is good for me. Hell, a few years ago, I was promoting for a local nightclub. And again, that's all I use Facebook for. A few years before that, I partner with someone to do a blog and podcast that we got pretty serious about. Same thing, use Facebook to advertise there. So it's crazy to me that I don't see anything from you on it, but that's a decision, right? It's a decision everyone has to make, like how integrated it is. And truth be told, as much as I don't use Facebook, I'm trying to push people to Twitter. And again, Twitter will be one of those things where I only use it to tell people when I'm live and when I'm doing specific playthroughs like this. So. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Like, probably the people I've seen in the GDQs. But again, no names come to mind. So. I hear that about the mental health, man. I gave that shit up, like, with any kind of earnest a long time ago. And I said after I did the blog, I would never do any kind of serious promoting again where I felt obliged to do anything. Not to mention just, like, the fact that, you know, of the, I don't know, almost 300 people that I have friended, I probably have about 75% of them hidden. Probably for the reason that you're alluding to, where it's too much bullshit, man. It's too easy access to a platform where you can just complain. And generally you have, you know, your echo chambers set up to just feedback loop, you know. It's, yeah, it's too much. Okay, let's see. I think I can get you something there. Yeah. Honestly, I'm more about the randomizers. Like, if I'm thinking about Hollow Knight specifically too, like, I think I'd be more about the randomizer than the speedrun. But again, like, I don't... Speedrunning games just doesn't seem fun to me. I like to do what I'm doing with this game and take a game and wring it like a sponge. Like, whether that be 100%ing it or doing all the lore tidbits or whatever. A streamer that I really admire in that way specifically is a streamer, their channel is Epic Name Bro, and their name is Marcus, and they do a lot of runs of games like this, like old Final Fantasy games. He does a lot of hardware-based playthroughs where he's using PS1, PS2 native hardware and then using hardware upscalers like a RetroTink or what was it, OSC or something like that he was using before that. And he'll do this, like he did a Xenogears playthrough and did this, just like soaked it, just like wrung it like a sponge for content. Just every little tidbit of trivia, every little foreshadowing with characters, every side quest that you could do, reading everything out, exposition heavy. That's my shit. That's what I aspire to. So that's what I'm trying to do with this. I'm trying to get off the ground with this playthrough. And of course Isaac, man. Like, Isaac's so easy for me to pop on and just do an Isaac run or two here and there, and now Dana can co-op with me, so yeah, that's kind of what this will be about. And then I'll subject you assholes to some Final Fantasy 14 off and on, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, you can piss off. I know no one really likes watching MMOs, but you know. Yeah, exactly. And you can strategize, right? Like, you know, I caught enough of the shit you had gotten yourself into last night to to understand, right? Like, you're sitting there and you know, just based on the results of one roll, that your crossroads is infected. You had some kind of shit going on where you, from what I could tell, had like no health. So at that point you overcharmed yourself anyway, because why the fuck not? And then you sit there and you think about, okay, what am I gonna do first? What's my potential route? And what tools am I gonna use to get there? That, to me, sounds fun. A speed run where you're just trying to shave a second or two off here and there, oh my god. as impressive as that shit is on like the last iteration or the time that someone does it in a marathon setting, the idea of actually doing the work to day in, day out, cut your PB off by seconds and milliseconds, that does not sound fun to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would, like, the execution has got to feel great. You know, you bust your load out for an audience, and if it works out, it's great and it's all worth it. But if you never see that tournament setting or that marathon setting or anything like that, and it's all practice, that doesn't sound fun. I hear you. I'd be the same way. I was the same way with Hearthstone. I got really into Hearthstone to where I was going to tournaments and stuff, but once I got to that level of Hearthstone, like, I didn't want to log in and play casual games anymore. Unless there was a tournament or something, I wasn't building my own decks. I was just net decking. Logging in, net decking, hitting my face against the keyboard. And it wasn't until there was like a local tournament or a digital qualifier tournament that it was like, okay, what one card, what two cards can I slip in here to fool people, to rule the meta. It took a tournament setting to actually get my brain working, and I didn't like that. There's no way you can finish it off, and you're gonna get walloped back. And there's no way the chemist can get the kill. What else can you do? You can stone. I mean, that seems lame, but I think that's what we do. Allow an entry point for the chemist to get the kill. Oh, that chemist, that's gonna get that kill. Oof. Well, I got the job point. I don't want you messing around with things. We don't need to move. Guessing you will probably want to queue up some black magic with you. I don't really think there's much to heal. Yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to reach though. But yeah, not a chance. Well, you protect now, so you can do something. That's good. I think after this one I might have to call it, but I feel really good about my progress today. We put almost 3 pretty decent hours into the game, and that was with the 4 to 5 hours of me dicking around with the audio mixer and basically completely redoing my my pre-processing shit. and now it's just in a stable state. I think the only thing that's really annoying is trying to find a better place for this mic. I really want it coming from my left, and it's coming from my right, and that's really the only place it can come from now. But yeah, I had the day off. I took the day off because just with the marathon, you know, I lost a whole day of my weekend, and that's exactly what I was thinking about. Because yeah, like right here, like I'm reaching my hand out and I'm already touching a wall. So the wall is actually the perfect distance away from the desk. So wall mounting would be perfect. I think that's something I have to buy aftermarket, because the monitor arm for my S7 came with either the desk clamp or the grommet to do either wall mounting or drill it into the desk. The Rode PSA arm that everyone recommends you get with the Shure did not come with anything but the desk clamp. So I may have to go through and like buy a wall mount for it. But that said, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I think I'm sure enough about the like location of the desk to drill a hole in the wall. I think there will always be a computer here of some sort. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Honestly though, man, I'm like the least handy dude you'll ever meet. So the idea of drilling anything into the wall is a bit freaky for me, but I think in this case it's gonna have to happen. Like the wall is like right here. I know I've got studs somewhere in it, and it's the perfect distance. So that's like next tier of things to do. Yeah, you're not blind as shit though. But that said, I can't use that as an excuse for everything. I'm just fucking lazy and haven't learned to do this stuff myself. I just had the I don't know if you know, but we bought a house last October, about a year ago now, in South Minneapolis, and thanks. And I just had to have all the sewage pipes reran from the house to the street, because we had a 2-foot run of roots in it, and we were about 2 weeks away from having a shit-filled basement, but we avoided that narrowly. And then our electrical box was end of life, and so I made the decision to go with the nuclear option and have it gutted and replaced. Like, new mast outside, and like an addressable mast where you can shut it off outside, so it's up to code. Electric car ready. Now we would just have to put a bigger circuit into the garage, but it's now wired for that. And most importantly, we went from a 100 amp box, which is 40 years old, to a brand fucking new 200 amp box with double the circuit spaces. And they completely redid like my media stack entertainment center here. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but you got TV over there, Dana's computer is over in the corner, you've got stack speakers there, you've got mini monitors back there, a subwoofer under there, a center channel under there, a receiver, I've got a gaming rig here, a streaming rig here, and a work computer. So basically, in the basement, before all of this, on one circuit, I had 5 computers, 3 monitors, a 65-inch TV, 4 home theater speakers, 5 home theater speakers, and a subwoofer. Without any of the peripherals. Yeah. So what they did is I still have the 120 amp circuit for all the existing outlets. Then they came in and they built me 4 new outlets, and 2 are on 120 amp circuit and the other 2 are on another 20 amp circuit. So I've got 60 amps of power just along the one wall. And then behind me, which I'm sure you can already see, there's this crazy ass fucking wine fridge I don't even want. And this whole deal back here, this bar, ooh, I clipped. Holy shit, okay. I actually clipped. Easy enough to fix. This bar back here and the fridge, that's on its own fucking 20 amp circuit. So it's like the box is end of life, the master's not up to code. We were having issues with circuits breaking because of protection on the circuits. And yeah, I'm running like a whole media stack on 120 amp circuit. So I went with the nuclear option and they redid everything. They were out here for 3 days and they're coming back out tomorrow to put the finishing touches on stuff, seal up the access holes they make, spray paint some of the conduits that they had to run, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I am going the not do it myself route. I'm gonna pay someone a shit ton of money to do this shit for me route, because I don't trust myself to do any of this. And it's an old ass house. It's like 110, 120 years old, so I'm not going to mess with any of that. But it's a beautiful house in an absolutely fantastic neighborhood. It's not even a block away from Minnehaha Park, Minnehaha State Park. Oh yeah, the basement is totally finished. The basement looks incredible. All the fixtures upstairs are like deep wood grain. We've got like, the fuck do they call them? Not insets, but basically like cabinetry that's like built into the house in the living room. I forget what the word is for that, but we have that. We have an existing buffet that is the same thing, that's just there, deep wood grain. Fucking fireplace upstairs. Like, it's a tiny place, there's no doubt about it. South Minneapolis houses, they're all ancient and they're all small, there's no doubt about it. But it's a beautiful house, and for what we paid for it, all the other houses we looked at in that price range, not even close. Like, not head and shoulders above the other places. So we're both pretty happy with it. I think Dana's a bit, I would say, less realistic about the fact that this is a very small space, and while we're not going to have kids, we do eventually want probably 2 dogs. And 2 dogs, we have a backyard, but not much to speak of. So 2 dogs is pushing it here. Alright, let's actually play the game and wind down. I don't mind chatting with you a bit longer, but I'm trying to make this an actual VOD series, and this is just more time on that to cut out from YouTube when I do actually put it out there. So let me actually get the game let me get the game out of the way here. I don't need to worry about poison too much. This is all going to be over before that becomes relevant. I think. Can we get an aim off? Ooh, can we steal a heart? I bet the chances are real low, but... that's not very low. Hey! Awesome. I didn't realize that was ranged. That's really fucking OP. Alright. We just need those points. I don't care if I get socked in the face back. Don't care, just need the points. How healthy are you? Healthy enough. Cool. You're still in St. Cloud, right? And if so, like what part of St. Cloud are you in? I know I went to one of your houses. I don't know if you're in the same place, but... Nice. That seems like it's a good area. I'll take that. Goblin can't. Oh shit. That's good. We need to get to St. Cloud more often. I think what we'll have to do is, because we pass through there, I mean, not often, I'd say. I don't get to see my parent. I don't go to see my parents terribly often. But obviously when we do, like, we always go through St. Cloud, and I don't remember what it was, but for some reason, one of the last trips we took, we wanted to kill time. So I took Dana to Bravo Burrito for the first time. So there are definitely things to, like, do there, like, objectively, like, you are there is what I'm talking about, but also beyond that, like, those fucking burritos, man. That's good. And you got the gaggle of kids, don't you? That is definitely some where Dane and I are really beginning to feel the difference in lifestyle amongst our friends. You know, like, I'm closer to 40 now than I am 30, and we're just at the point now where we have, you know, a couple friends that have kids and couple friends that don't. And of course, the couple friends that have kids outnumber the ones that don't. But it's such a different thing, man. Like, I have gotten back in contact with Ashley Stern, who's now Ashley Varsity, which is kind of funny. She ended up marrying a guy that I introduced them to because I had dated a girl named Mackenzie, and Mackenzie's good friend was Josh, and then our friend groups intertwined, and obviously Kenzie and I didn't survive, but Ashley and Josh did. Well, I've known Ashley since high school, and I just didn't talk to her for a few years, and all of a sudden now she's got a kid and was trying to have a second, and I'm just like, that's fucking with me. I never knew well enough if you were a kid person or a not kid person for it to surprise me, right? But Ashley, it fucking surprised me. So we're getting to that phase of life where, like, people are having kids that I just would never have conceived of having kids. Not that they make bad parents, but just never saw them like that. And then we are definitely the spinsters, you know, like, I'm working a full-time job for an investment brokerage and then doing this shit on the side for fun, wasting all my money. And Dana is working a full-time job, finishing up her fucking PhD that she is not going to do anything with, doing aerial, singing in a professional choir, singing also in a not professional choir. I don't know, that woman's so fucking busy. And it's just so different, man. It's so weird. I don't really want you to get more experience. Oh. You are hurting, Mel. I think I need to... whittle them down a little bit more. Yeah. Can you get the kill, though? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's fine. You can do something about that at least. That 2-hit rate should be good enough, I hope. Okay, that's a relief. Yeah. Surprised he didn't move in range of the heel. And that would have been hilarious if he had pushed him into the heel. I gotta ask one last time, and then I hopefully will stop bugging people about this, but I know you said it's coming through on both channels now, but how is the game volume versus mic volume? Because like I said, I was expecting to get even a little bit more gain out of this mic than I did, so the capture volume right now is at like 35%. It's very low, and I know this game is very loud, but I just want to make sure I got it and that my voice is not still fighting the game audio. 32. This is a safer one. Oh, why did I think it was him? Okay. Thank you. I think that's about perfect. When I get like a little bit closer and a little bit further away, does that make a significant difference? Because like, I know they say, oh, get right up in the mic, but whenever I see any videos of someone using this mic, and I know you can't really get perspective very well, but they're like, you know, they're like a good that distance away from the mic. They're certainly not talking directly into it. So like here and here, that's not a big difference, right? Hopefully I don't have to be like this all the time. Yeah, soften him up. Cool, great. I also trust you, not only with the quality of your stream, but also the fact that you are a streamer, so you understand I'm not asking these questions to like be obnoxious. I'm asking them so that like I don't alienate people with the shit quality of my stream. Let's see. I think I'm gonna hit and then move. Okay, no counterattack. That was good. Yeah. Like, if you hadn't told me, I don't know how long I would have gone not realizing that my mic was coming through in mono, and that's literally the way that this mic is designed to be. Because you know, people listen to it through different shit, you know. I usually put I'm so bad about Twitch, man. I'm such an addict. So I'll usually have a quote-unquote bigger streamer up on my TV, and then someone that I follow personally, like on my Dark Jello account, that I might interact with on like my spare on my streaming computer. And yeah, it's people that come in and support you that don't watch a bunch of streams, they just don't know. They're not really, you know, they're not sure what it's supposed to sound like. And for me, coming out of a TV and a bunch of speakers, it's like I had to get my head right up to one of the stacks to know it wasn't coming out of one of the channels. But then you got people that tune in on headphones and they're like, what the fuck? Like immediately they can tell. So yeah, feedback is Super, super valuable. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Speaking of feedback, that guy that was in your chat, the one who, like, literally every time you would die, he'd run your death command. Is that actually a friendly? Or, because, like, it's like every time you die, the dude's like, like, is he cool? Is that like a like okay cool thing he does, or is he just going in there and hitting that command to like shout him for you, you know, like just wants to see you fail? Well, yeah, but I mean, but like one guy's sitting there jamming it over and over again. Does he come in and do that shit all the time? Does he interact in other ways? Or does he just sit there and jeer at you all the time? Oh, no. I realize. I get that. Believe me, I get that. Like, you got a good thing going with, like, the calls and all of that. I dig it. Okay. Gotcha. He's a fidgeter. I get it. I just, like... You know, there will be people that come in, and I'm glad for the viewers, but they will just dominate and kind of act like children, like they want your undivided attention, like you're streaming to only them. And I had one of these guys come in, and I swear he was a kid, but he said he wasn't a kid, who just came in and spammed, you know, filled my chat up with every fucking lyric emote there is, and like they weren't showing for me, so I don't know if he wasn't a lyric sub either. But he was sitting there, and you know, I showed off one of my cats, and I swear to God, for the next hour, the dude commented on everything, and it was just emote spam, and like, and then like the dude follows me, but he also sends me a friend request on Twitch, and it's just like, I don't know quite yet how to deal with that, because I don't want people like that to go away. But if a buddy of mine comes in, if Chris comes in, or Ashley, or you, well, you would understand, you stream. But like if someone comes in that's like supporting me and they're not all about Twitch, I feel like that one person is going to annoy them into leaving. And I don't know what to do about that, you know? So I was just wondering if that guy was a guy like that, that's just kind of like hangs around and he is what he is, or if that was just like he was having a night. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, again, right now I'm at the point where like fucking spam my chat. I don't care what the hell else is going on in it, but if I even get 2 to 3 people chatting at the same time and one person comes in and does that, it's disruptive. And I don't want my friends to stop chatting because one guy came in and decided he wants all the attention, so. But good problem to have. Good problem to have, actually having people watch me this year. I know, I really need to do that. I really need to get a bot in here, and you know, I set up some people. Oh, speaking of also, I hope you didn't come here for actual gameplay. How do I do this? Dude. You have 400 fucking people following you? That's nuts. How? I've done this before. Aha. A ref should definitely be a moderator here. I mean, that just makes sense. Abbers 17, I think. Yeah. Okay. There. The only thing I've had to do so far is, and not had to do, but been, solicitation bots, you know, the fucking, you want to be a star? I'll make you a star. Like, I just banned people. God damn this mic, man. Oh man, I'm gonna smash my fucking hands up with this thing. What was I doing? Why am I moving there? Oh yeah, because I'm hurt. Have I taken an action? I did take an action. I always do this. I always cuckold myself. Don't make room around the monsters for the people that really need the experience. Not a good look. I'll throw rocks instead. You're good there. I don't think you can get a blizzard off in time. So let's just go back and heal. Won't be doing that. Head on, huh? I suppose tackles don't usually miss, but, you know, you never know. guy. Again. Well, at least you can get a smack in. It's fine. Man. I was hoping that was going to be an ability. Well, they're monsters. It's not going to be an ability. I don't think it can be. Well, it can be for other monsters, but I don't have other monsters yet. Just humans. The boring ass humans. Let's have a chit chat with you. That's right. I didn't take that. Let's try to charm. Awesome. Can you do him in? No. That's fine though. Yeah, good enough. You can though. I hope. No. That's right. You are what do you generally watch Twitch on? Do you, are you watching on like a desktop or a laptop? Or do you ever do mobile? Trying to get some feedback from someone who watches on mobile. You know, when I had a one PC setup for that reason and mobile, I kept it to 720. And then I know even some big streamers do 900, which seems like a weird resolution, but I have read some commentary on why people do that and why it's a good idea. But now with the two PC setup and having a 3080 in the, well, that doesn't matter. I'm just flexing now, I guess. There's no reason not to have it on 1080. Like, why would I stream it 720 when I'm taking all the load off the gaming machine? So, but I think one side effect of that is if people don't know that they can downscale, I think 1080p on most mobile devices still is pretty rough. But again, you know, I think I'm trying to think if like the mobile player like defaults to auto, because if it does, then there's no problem at all. It's like you load in at 1080 and the player instantly says, whoa buddy, it's not going to work, let's try 480 instead or some shit. So probably worried about nothing. I think we just smack him even though he's charmed. It's for the points. Nice. Hell yeah. That's what we needed. Oh, you can move to him. No, I lied. Yeah, man. I'll catch you later. How often do you stream? Do you have any kind of set schedule or just whenever you can? Because I want to jump back in for a while. I wasn't able to stick around very long last time. And I'm gonna wind down here after this anyway, so. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, man. Well, I'm gonna try to be on a couple hours a day. So, I'll be here, and I've got your notifications on, so I'll pop in next time I see you. But, have a good night. Always good to see you. Do we want to cure ourselves for the points? At 0 experience at the next level? Nah, let's not. Perfect. Cool. Oh, who's left? I don't really, so the one thing I don't think I'm comfortable doing a whole lot of this run, unless it makes a ton of sense in the moment, is to strike my own units. Like, if you are playing Final Fantasy Tactics just to min-max, every single turn you want to be taking some kind of action. It doesn't matter if it's healing someone, throwing a rock at someone, tackling someone, whatever it is. Every action you successfully complete gives you experience and job points, and that's ultimately what you're trying to get. So, by that logic, if you're in this situation that I'm in here, the best thing to do is to throw a stone at your teammate. See? No harm, no foul, right? Like, there's no durability. The knight's at full health anyway. Health is just a resource. There's no way a single enemy is gonna threaten me at this point. So it's just like a warm body to do something to. And as you can imagine, you can very easily farm in this game by sitting in the same encounters and just hitting yourself, heal yourself. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you healing yourself? Why are you hitting yourself, right? I don't really want to do that this game. Like, again, this is not a new game minus type of situation, but I'm not gonna sit here and grind on a game that I've spent thousands of hours grinding in already, so that's where I will draw the line. But I did want to show it as a demonstration for anyone that, I don't know, might be looking for some pointers from this game or just don't really know what stuff is about, and you know, maybe they do want to min-max on their playthrough, so great. That was very productive. So let's turn our squire into a knight. Let's get a phoenix down on the chemist learned and turn the chemist back into an archer. And now we're going to call it for the evening. What is this? Mystic? We're getting into some new War of the Lion shit here. I do not know what a mystic is. That's exciting. Man, knights are boring. Like, you need them, but boring. Oh, an oracle. I see. It's an oracle. Yeah, I mean, you kind of suck at white magic, so let's get you doing something else. Plus, I think the rods that they can eventually get are like spears in that they have a one-tile range on them, so... you're a black mage. And you are an archer. But let's take a moment and learn Phoenix down first. Lest we forget. Okay, that's the big one. Items. But now we have a monk. We have one knight, one monk, one archer. I mean, whatever we do, we're going to be repeating. Alright, I'm gonna leave the rest until tomorrow. We can save it.